When the three girls were born, I mean, we probably were quite unaware of it, but you know, our sort of dreams for our girls really soared on their birth. We were already dreaming about where their future could take them. But it was a very different experience when Jack was born. He was thrust with a label onto him, and it sort of threw us into this sort of deficit world where we needed to go to therapy sessions, and it was very much a very different experience, and it was quite confusing. But now that I reflect on it, some years later, I realise that we were very protective over him having an ordinary life from day one. We didn't really know how to articulate that very well back then, but as our journey has unfolded and we've met some like-minded people, particularly through organisations like Kruger and another one, Family Advocacy in New South Wales, that really helped us understand that the feeling that we were having inside about Jack just living an ordinary life, it helped us really articulate that. So we want an ordinary life for Jack, and what makes up an ordinary life are the good things in life. So it's the positive relationships, as you heard from the people in Queensland, what makes a good life. It's family, it's friends, it's contribution, it's health. There's a myriad of different things that make up a good life, and it's unique to everybody. So obviously though, relationships are something that we highly value, and we feel that that's where you find that sense of belonging. When you have friendships and relationships, then you know where you belong. It's a very tricky time for Jack at the moment, being a teenager. I think most teenagers are grappling with their identity, who they belong with, and how to fit in. But put disability in the mix and it's even harder. So, finding ways where Jack can be valued and known in his community is really important for us. And then contributing through those roles, and we're always on the lookout for those valued roles that society see as something that they would all like to be a part of. So we're very much also looking at the ordinary rhythm of life, and luckily for Jack, he's got three older sisters that really help us understand what that looks like. We also, being a boy, we probably need to be looking at his peers as well without a disability to sort of really help us understand what's expected and what's typical, because it's all about belonging. And I know, I can't imagine anyone here in this room today that would not want to be striving for that sense of belonging. When he was younger, every year we would be asked, does Jack want to go and join the special soccer club? And we could never understand why this just kept being offered to us. We couldn't imagine Jack not playing at his local soccer club with his cousins and friends, and what they would then miss out on if Jack wasn't there. So he's been very much part of that community. He's also a member of the local swimming club. He competes in lap legends every year. He's a Year 8 student at his local school. He doesn't travel across Canberra to go to a special school. He's very much ingrained and embedded and participating academically, socially and physically at his local school. So we shamelessly nurture relationships, and we always have, and it sometimes can get a little bit tiring, but it's just so worth it. When Jack gets that invite to a party, or in the holidays, we were heading towards the end of the holiday, and he got a phone call from a friend who had left the school that Jack's at now, but he's still kept in contact, and he rang up to want to hang out with Jack for the day, and that just is gold for us as a family.